Welcome to the 7th chapter in math. We're going to move into equations here. We've talked about expressions and like terms and um, different things with algebra. And now we're going to go into algebraic equations. All right, it's a really important chapter. And so I want you to know our learning target for this video lesson. Our learning target is this, that we're going to solve equations by using mental math and the guess, check, and revise strategy. So we're going to talk about what is an algebraic expression, what is an algebraic equation, and then we're going to use some strategies, either the mental math or the guess, check, and revise strategy. All right? So first of all, we need to do some definitions. You have to know these definitions. You have an algebraic equation and an algebraic expression. All right, an equation is this. Whenever I hear equation, I think of the word equal. So if I'm going to do an algebraic equation, I'm probably going to see something with an equal sign. Okay, algebraic equation is a mathematical sentence showing two expressions are equal. Okay, so we need to figure out what an expression is. We'll talk about that over here. Two expressions are equal. So, here's one expression, and here's one expression. So 5 plus x is an expression, and then we have this equal sign here. Very important, 13, okay? This is an algebraic equation. You have two expressions, and they're equal. Now, a mathematical sentence, that's kind of a funny way to just say a math problem, okay? So this whole thing would be considered a mathematical sentence. And what makes it an algebraic equation is that it has the equal sign, and then it has something on each side, an expression on each side of the equal sign. Okay, let's go over here. Algebraic expression is a combination of numbers and operations. Numbers we know is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Operations plus, divide, plus, minus, plus, divide, times, square root, all these different operations, okay? So, we'll just go with the 4 basic operations. So an algebraic expression has numbers, operations, that include variables, okay? If it's a numerical expression, it doesn't have variables, but algebraic expression has variables. So an example of this is 5 plus x minus 16. I have a combination of numbers, so, and variables, number and variables. So here's a number, here's a number, here's a variable. And there are some operations, a minus and an addition. Okay, so that's my expression. So expression, this has two expressions, this and this. Two of them, 1, 2. This just has one expression. Okay, now, what's the difference between an algebraic equation and an algebraic expression? Let's talk about the same and the difference. The thing that's the same is they both have numbers and variables. Okay? And they have operations. So they both have numbers and variables and operations. Okay, that's what's the same. There's one big difference. And hopefully by now you got that big difference. Equation has an equal sign. Okay? equation has an equal sign. The expression doesn't have an equal sign. Okay? An expression, you just have an expression. Here you have two expressions with an equal sign. All right. So that gives you an idea, some definitions, how they're the same, how they're different. Now let's move to solving equations. This is what we're going to be working with this whole chapter. This is the key. We're going to be dealing with algebraic equations. Not just expressions. I mean, expressions, you have an expression here and an expression here. So we are dealing with expressions, but it's with the equal sign, so that we have some sort of equation. Okay, let's go over here. Let's talk about how we might solve some problems using the two strategies: mental math or guess, check, and revise. Okay, two big strategies. They're really great. This one here, I have an algebraic equation. C plus 8 equals 13. That equal sign equation. Okay? Now, I'm going to do this one with the guess, check, and revise. It gives me some choices. I have 4, 5, or 6. I want to find out what C is. C equals, I'm just going to guess and check. I put 4 in here. 4 plus 8 is 12. I know that in my head. Is 12 equal to 13? Absolutely not. Okay, now let's put 5 in here. 5 plus 8, that's 13. I kind of knew because 4 was 12, and I needed 13, so I needed one more. One more than 4 is 5. So mentally I knew, like, I'm sure 5 is it. Okay, I'm just going to check 6. I know it's not, but 6 plus 8 is 14. It's too much. Okay, so I figured out what C is using guess, check, and revise. Now, let's do this one just with mental math. 9 minus x, which is something, equals 2. This can only be one number. We just got to figure out what that variable is. I have to take 9, take away something, and it will leave me with 2. Well, I know if I do 7, let's see, x equals 7. I think it's 7, but I'm going to try it. 9 minus 7. 9 minus 7 equals 2. Fabulous. Okay? So I did it in my head, and then I still checked it this way. Okay. Here's another one. So this was addition. You can do this with addition. You can do it with subtraction. You can do it with multiplication. You can do it with division. Okay? All the operations work. So let's go here. 4n equals 16. The way I read this is 4 times n equals 16. I have choices, 2, 3, or 4. Let me plug the 2 in here. 4 times 2 equals 8. 8 is not 16. Nope. 3. Okay. 4 times 3 is 12. Not 16. I'm getting closer. Okay, let's try 4. 4 times 4, that equals 16. I got my winner. So n equals 4. Okay, I just took these, put them in, checked them, revised if I needed to, until I got the correct answer. Okay. Now let's do a division. 24 divided by w equals 8. I want to find out what w equals. So I got 24 dividing it so many ways. I'm going to get 8. Let me just try, I can do something like this. 24 divided by 1 is 24. Okay, that's way too big. I need something smaller. 24 divided by 2 equals 12. Ooh, just going by 2, that's so close to 8. I'm going to try 3. 24 divided by 3 equals 8. Bingo, I got it. So, 3 is W. 24 divided by 3 equals 8. Okay? I just kind of went through this. On this one, 4n equals 16. If I didn't have these choices, I could have gone 4 times 1 equals 4, 4 times 2 equals 8, 4 times 3 equals 12, 4 times 4 equals 16. And eventually I would have said, oh, I got to my answer. I needed 16. Now it's 4 times 4. Lots of different ways to kind of guess, check, revise, do some mental math. But what you're trying to do on here is you're solving the equations. The way to solve an equation is you figure out what that variable is. Okay? In this one, c is 5. So if 5 goes here, then it's a perfect equation. 13 equals 13. Okay? That's what you're looking for. You're looking for this equation to be perfect. We're the same on this side, same on this side. Right now, this has a variable, so it's not the same as 13. It's not until you find out what number this is that you have it equal. Okay? Same with this one. 9 minus x equals 2. I need to figure out what this can be so it can be exactly the same as this. And this x has to be 7. All right. Go ahead and try 7.1, some independent practice, and then we'll do a little extra practice and see how you do with this stuff. But we are getting into equations, and the key is that there's an equal sign, and you got to figure out what the variable is.